Things are not looking good for right-wing hate radio host Rush Limbaugh. It's been a long time since we talked about him. In fact, I looked it up in our archive. August 13th of 2014, almost a year ago, was the last time we talked about Rush Limbaugh. And before that, it had been several months prior. The big news in April was that Rush Limbaugh was being dropped by WIBC in Indianapolis. He'd been on the air there for 2 decades. They announced that they are not going to be renewing his contract. And instead, Rush Limbaugh got picked up on some small sports station that has very few listeners. Very similar circumstance in Boston, where the big Boston affiliate has dropped Rush Limbaugh, and he's going to some, I don't remember if it's a second or third tier sports station or an iHeart radio station or whatever. And it's a combination of the toxicity that is now associated with Rush Limbaugh from an advertiser point of view. After the Sandra Fluke scandal, where he called her a slut, all sorts of advertisers said, whoa, this guy is toxic. We don't want to be associated with him. Combined with Rush Limbaugh no longer really being a tastemaker in the Republican Party. Remember a couple of election cycles ago, Lewis, it was a big deal for Rush to be talking about you. All of the candidates would go to Rush for interviews. Now, who even cares about Rush Limbaugh's opinion about these primaries?
His endorsement was high praise. I'm very happy to see that his influence is waning. He's just a horrible, horrible person.
The ratings numbers are gone. The advertising dollars are slowly fading away. Now, Rush Limbaugh is, and unless he does something incredibly stupid, will continue to be a very rich guy for the rest of his life. That there's no question about that. He's made a lot of millions of dollars for many, many years. But the idea that this type of right-wing hate radio is starting to fall out of favor, and he knows it, recently saying, now that I've outgrown the 25 to 54 demographic, I'm no longer confident that the way I see the world is the way everybody else does. The polls follow that exact logic, where we see a liberalization of the electorate. And even among Republicans, the hunger among young Republicans doesn't seem to be for voices like Rush Limbaugh whatsoever.
That's good news. Less bigotry, fear-mongering, xenophobia, and hatred in the world, I think, is a good thing. And that is what Rush preaches, really.
Will we see the Rush Limbaugh show go off the air in the next 5 years? That I don't know about, but he is being relegated to these third-tier sports stations in many cases. 100,000 viewers, I believe, in the Chicago market, which is considered to have 10 million listeners. The impact of Rush Limbaugh is waning, and for that we should all be very, very happy. Disagree? Let us know on our Facebook page, facebook.com/David Pakman Show. Give us a like there.